Halloween is coming very soon. It's almost less than a month away, and many people are already trying to decide what they should be. The only thing more difficult than finding a costume for yourself is trying to find a costume for yourself and your significant other. Well, look no further, because in this video, we have for you the best Halloween TV show costumes for you and your boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, or husband. First, let's talk about some fairly odd parent ideas. First released 20 years ago back in the year 2000, this show serves as a piece of childhood nostalgia for people in their 20s and 30s. What better way to honor one of your beloved shows from childhood than bringing them into your adult life? There are more than one possible relationship idea for the show. First, there's the obvious choice of Timmy Turner's wish-granting fairly odd parents, Cosmo and Wanda. This is a costume that can be done in a DIY fashion for very little price. The two things that make Cosmo and Wanda distinct is their green and purple hair. With a green wig and a white shirt with a tie, your Cosmo suit is done. For Wanda, all you'll need is a yellow shirt and a pink wig. Of course, you can't forget the character's iconic crowns and wands. If you'd rather do something else, you can always dress up as Timmy Turner and his love interest, Trixie Tang. The costume would only require a pink shirt and a pink hat for Timmy, and a purple shirt and purple headband for Trixie, which means that this costume could be done for less than $10. Next, let's discuss costumes based on the series New Girl. Stepping into the world of live-action sitcoms, New Girl was released in 2011 and still has a dedicated fan base even 4 years after the show ended. The show focuses on 4 roommates in Los Angeles as they struggle with money and love. Throughout the show, there are many love interests that can serve as a couple costumes to impress your friends. Jessica Day and Nick Miller are very popular characters on the show, characters whose style would not be difficult to match. Nick Miller is almost always seen in a flannel and jeans when he's not sporting his iconic red hoodie. Jessica Day is the polar opposite of Nick, and she can always be found in bright colored dresses. Of course, you can't forget her glasses and the bangs that Zooey Deschanel has become iconic for. Another great costume idea is one that was worn by Winston and Shelby in the earlier seasons. A simple police officer uniform, a cape, and a great deal of stuffed animals will serve as a hilarious reference to the show. Of course, you will more than likely spend the whole night explaining to people what raining cats and dogs means. Now, let's talk about some Seinfeld ideas. Seinfeld is arguably one of the most successful and inspirational shows to have ever been made. The show about nothing garnered over 50 million people when it finally came to an end. The show gave us many hilarious bits that people still tell to this day, but it also gave us some great Halloween costume ideas. The most obvious of choices would be the close friends, ex-lovers duo of Elaine Bennis and Jerry Seinfeld. The iconic Seinfeld outfit would be him in his blue shirt with the black sleeveless vest on. But if you want to get some extra laughs, the puffy pirate shirt would be great for a Seinfeld costume as well. On Seinfeld, Elaine is most seen in a blazer of sorts, paired along with a skirt. It would of course help to fix up your hair and try to get Elaine's iconic style. Jerry and Elaine are not the only way to go. There are 4 characters, which means that it's very possible to mix and match. For instance, Elaine and George or Jerry and George would go just as well. George is simple. All he requires is a tucked-in flannel, a pair of glasses, and a bald cap. Moving on, let's talk about some Bridgerton ideas. Bridgerton is one of the most popular shows to come from Netflix. The period drama features a large group of siblings trying to find love, and with their search comes romantic relationships that would serve as excellent Halloween costumes. For instance, the Duke of Hastings, Simon Bassett, is a costume that is easy and cheap. All it requires is black pants, black shoes, and a white shirt. Things may get a little pricey if you want to go all out, but if you're fine with spending money to get your props at Halloween, there's more you can do. Simon is seen sporting a tailcoat throughout the series. Considering that most people probably don't have a tailcoat sitting in their closet, this item would have to be purchased. Being the fancy man that he is, the Duke is also seen with a black pocket square and matching necktie. If you're going as the Duke, your significant other just has to go as Daphne, which thankfully won't be too hard to do. The best outfit to portray Daphne would be her blue Regency dress, which she matches with blue lace gloves and blue point ballet flats. The last thing you'll need to look for online is some beautiful pearl hairpins, and you've got Daphne. Coming back into the 21st century, let's talk about some Psych inspiration. Sean and Gus are one of the greatest duos ever. Sean's pseudo-psychic gift combined with Gus's knowledge and incredible sniffer make for some hilarious cases being solved. But when Sean isn't with Gus, he's with Juliet, sometimes in situations that make for perfect Halloween costumes. You can make a Sean costume with close to no money. A simple shirt that you would wear around the office, preferably one that's green or blue, as those are the colors Sean is seen most in. A pair of glasses would do good, but it's not mandatory. What is mandatory for Sean is jeans. You cannot do a Sean costume without throwing yourself into a pair of jeans. For Juliet, there are two different options, on and off the clock. When Juliet is on the clock, she can be found in black pants with a blazer that is covered by a blouse, work-appropriate heels, and a pair of sunglasses. When she is off the clock, she can be seen in dresses, usually bright colored dresses with heels as well. There is one requirement for both Juliet and Sean that cannot be forgotten, and that of course is the inclusion of a pineapple. Next, let's talk about some The Office costume ideas. The Office is one of the most popular series of the 2000s. The mockumentary series featured the employees of Dunder Mifflin attempting to do their job with their less than usual boss, Michael Scott. Two of the main characters in the show are Jim and Pam. The co-workers slash lovers are fan favorites of the show. It isn't difficult to dress up as the two. For Jim, all you would need is some brown khakis, a blue shirt, and a blue tie. For Pam, all you need is a miniskirt, a blouse, and a blazer on top paired with some white sneakers. Of course, you'll also need to get some patches to put on your shirt that show your place of employment. Another great costume idea is Dwight and Angela. You'll once again need brown khakis, but this time around it's a brown or yellow shirt and tie combo. Dwight usually has his shirt tucked in and a phone holder that can be seen hanging on his hip. For Angela, you'll need a blazer, blouse, and miniskirt combo as well, but with less bright colors. Angela is also seen with a headband on her head that matches the color of her outfit. Finally, let's talk about some Simpsons costumes. No, you don't need to fully paint your skin yellow for this costume. It'll most likely be far more comfortable if you don't. The Simpsons family is great for groups of friends, but the parents of the Simpsons family are the best opportunity for a couple's costume. Marge and Homer are both drawn in very interesting ways. To dress up as Homer, you may have to wear a bald cap, but what makes it interesting is that Homer isn't bald. He's got 3 stray hairs that stick up on his head. Homer's main outfit is a white t-shirt matched with a pair of blue jeans and basic black shoes. Marge sports her classic green dress along with a red pearl necklace that matches her red heels. Marge's most identifiable feature is her very large blue hair. Her curly blue hair stands up high on her head. If you have a dog, let them walk alongside and tell everybody that they're Santa's little helper. To fully complete your costume, get yourself a bottle or can of soda and strap on a Duff beer sticker across it, just like the beverage of choice seen devoured by Homer in the show. There are a lot of great ideas that you can do at your home for very cheap. All it takes is time to get it done right and a partner to do it with. Will you be dressing up as any of these characters this Halloween? Let us know down below.